I want to bring our panelists back in now, Jen Ryan and Fred Hicks. Something that we were talking about at the water cooler, Fred and Jen, the black vote here in Georgia. Fred, I want to start with you. What is the black voting power in Georgia? And we do know that not all black voters vote the same. The Harris campaign knows that now as well, too.
As does former President Trump's campaign, right?
That's right, too.
Absolutely. So African Americans make up a little bit more than 30% of the overall population, about 32% of the population in the state of Georgia. And so for Democrats, you're looking at the magic number of about 29%. If you can get 29% of your turnout to come from African Americans, then you have a really good shot of winning. Now, during early voting, that number was only 26.2, 26.3%. So again, it's a ratio, so it's relative to the whole. And so there was a lot of effort, there was a lot of work from Democrats over the weekend, crashing hundreds of thousands of doors, really literally hundreds of thousands of doors of African American voters in the metropolitan area and other metro areas across the state to try to get that turnout up there. And so that's going to be critical for Harris's chances, as well as the down ballot races that Jen alluded to.
And like Zach was saying, the Trump campaign just as hungry and active for those voters. We've seen a lot of headlines saying that black men are going for Trump. The Democrats say, oh no, not as many, but I mean, even the people that we talk to, we go out to the Trump rallies and you do see black men there, and not just black men, but some black women as well.
Right, and I think that, you know, it's also been very widely reported on that the Trump campaign is making historic inroads with the black and Latino communities. And it's also going to be interesting to see whether the lower early vote turnout among black voters is due to a lack of enthusiasm
and Jen,
or low propensity voters.
We are going to get back to you. Okay. We are hearing that we want to go out to Fulton County right now.
We did have
all right, let's listen in.
volunteers began to control criminal activity, but there weren't waiting lines. Things were resolved fast for voters. I personally went out to sites when there were problems and resolved them, talked to managers. I want to thank all of the poll workers, all of the poll managers, all of the monitors, all of the poll watchers, everyone who helped make this a safe, secure, transparent, and accurate election. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to introduce the chair of the State Election Board, John Frevere.
Well, I really don't do interviews, so I guess I'm going to do all of them at once tonight. My name is John Frevere. I'm chairman of the State Election Board. I want to talk about the great things that I've seen, because over the last couple of weeks I've had a chance to go across Georgia, from South Georgia to North Georgia, and talk to election superintendents across the state and visit over 20 polling locations. And every one that I've been to, all I've seen is good things. I've seen some extremely dedicated poll workers, extremely dedicated superintendents and poll managers, and I am really optimistic that this may be the best election Georgia's ever held. Chairman Allen has invited me to see many polling locations in Fulton County. We went all the way from the north to the south, saw about 9 polling locations, and every one of them ran efficiently and effectively. The voters were happy, the poll managers were happy, the poll workers were happy, and when I see that happening, it makes you feel good. And the one thing a lady told me today when I was in a poll in Gwinnett County, she said, the people that are criticizing the way the polling's going, if they would just come work a poll one time, and understand all the checks and balances that we have in Georgia to make sure that it's fair and safe election, then they would understand that we do have fair, safe, and honest elections in the state of Georgia. And I want to thank the Secretary of State's office. They've done a great job with that. I want to thank all those poll workers out there and all those election superintendents and Chairman Allen for helping turn around what admittedly was not the greatest election in 2020, but Fulton County hopefully is going to have a great one this year. I have confidence in them, and I'm appreciative for all that they've done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes. And our Director of Elections is Nadine Williams.
Thank you. Good evening. On behalf of the Fulton County Department of Registration and Elections, I want to extend our sincere gratitude to the poll workers and election staff for their dedication to conducting today's successful election. We want to provide a special thank you to the County Manager, Board of Commissioners, Board of Registration and Elections, and the numerous Fulton County departments that supported us in this important effort. We planned, we prepared, and we delivered. Today, over 92,000 voters cast their ballots, adding to the 417,000 who participated in advanced voting, and more than 26,000 absentee by mails that were accepted. These numbers surpassed the total turnout for the 2020 election. Despite a few attempted disruptions, our staff and poll workers remain steadfast in their commitment to ensuring a smooth process. And in regards to these disruptions, there will be 5 precincts that have to remain open past the 7 o'clock poll closing. Those locations are C.H. Gallant Elementary School, which will remain open until 7:15, Etris Darnell Community Center, which will remain open until 7:45, Lake Forest Elementary School, which will remain open until 7:10, Southwest Arts Center, which will remain open until 7:43, and Northwood Elementary School, which will remain open until 7:45 p.m. Those locations and times are posted on our website and have been posted at the precincts. So now we are going to proceed with the election night tabulation, and we'll post final results tonight on our website when completed. You should be able to see the advanced voting and the absentee by mail results before 8 today. And again, we thank everyone who made this election possible.
All right, now our police chief from Fulton County, Georgia, Chief Yates.
Good evening. As I told you yesterday, we had 177 voting locations that we put. Hold it up. Is that better?
Not bad.
Good evening. As I told you yesterday, we had 177 polling locations, and we placed an officer at each one. That wouldn't have been possible without the help of every law enforcement agency within Fulton County coming together to make that happen. We planned heavily for the incident of a bomb threat being called in, and it's a good thing we did, because that's the only thing that happened today was 32 bomb threats at different polling locations. 32. We were able to clear 27 of them very quickly without the need for an evacuation. 5 of them, the polls were temporarily closed down at the poll manager's request while we conducted the sweep, and they were reopened. We don't know where the threats came from at this point, and it is an active investigation, but we do intend on doing our best to locate who made the threats and prosecute them fully. Thank you.
Now, County Manager Dick Anderson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I just want to wrap up at least 4 questions by telling you how much preparation went into tonight and today and all of the advanced voting. Starting in 2020, we began a whole of government approach. While the tip of the spear is Board of Registration and Election, it involved every aspect of Fulton County with a clear expectation set by our chairman and the rest of the board that we would have a tremendous experience for voters and a free and fair election, which we've obviously accomplished. Everything that went into it, from this building that you stand in, to the technology that was used, to the processes that were planned and practiced, to our leadership. And I want to give a special recognition to Nadine Williams, who has led our efforts and done a terrific job. I also, of course, want to recognize Chief Yates for his efforts working with every municipality and all the police chiefs across Fulton County to provide the safety and security necessary today. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Pitts, for being our MC again today. This time we can take a few questions. Yes.
Stephen mentioned there were 32 bomb threats called in. Have there been any bomb threats called into here?
Have there been any bomb threats called into this facility?
Say it again.
Have there been any threats called in for this facility?
Not yet.
How concerned are you about that possibility?
Very concerned about it. But the good news is I don't have 177 other locations to worry about. Now we just have this location. And I think you saw when you came in a very heavy law enforcement presence here.
You said earlier that it's still under investigation. We don't know where the bomb threat came from. But earlier, the Secretary of State said that it originated from Russia. Do you agree with that, or are you investigating that possibility?
We're investigating that possibility.
Okay.